To examine how to move around inside of a scene, let's go to the Examples tab, then select on any of the projects underneath Examples. I'm going to select on the Farnsworth house. After selecting on the Farnsworth house, Lumion will have to load that scene. Once it's loaded, we'll zoom in, zoom out, zoom up, go back down again, orbit around objects, look around from a single point, and do a variety of other tasks. To zoom into the house, on your keyboard, click and hold down on the up arrow. To go backwards, hold down on the down arrow. To go to the left, hold down the left arrow. To go to the right, hold down the right arrow. To look around from where you're currently at, hold down your right mouse button, then move your mouse. That will allow you to orbit around the area that you're currently at. Now, if you go from left to right, you'll look around in that direction. If you want to look up, move the mouse up. To look down, move the mouse down. All the time holding down your right mouse button. You can zoom in by spinning the wheel of your mouse. So if you spin the wheel of your mouse forward, you'll move forward. To go backwards, just spin the wheel of your mouse backwards. In this case, I'm looking at this table and chairs, and what I'd like to do now is just orbit around the area where the table and chairs is at. To orbit around these objects, I'll hold down the letter O on the keyboard, then right-click with my mouse and move my mouse. Notice how we're orbiting around this area where the chairs are at? If I wanted to orbit around where the books were located at, what I need to do is move to a position like this, maybe hold down my arrow keys. Then you'll notice there's this kind of circular shape right here. That's the center point of our orbit. So now if I hold down the O on the keyboard, right-click with my mouse, notice how we're now orbiting around that point where we have the book. If we want to raise up into the air, we can do that by holding down the letter Q on the keyboard. So I'm holding down the Q key to raise up into the air. I can lower back down again by holding down the letter E on the keyboard. And that takes us back down. If I want to go to the side, I can hold down my left arrow key. Notice the speed at which I'm going. Now if I hold down the space bar and hold down the left arrow key, notice how much slower it's going. The space bar will actually slow down your movements, so if you want to refine the speed at which you're moving, you can hold down the space bar to slow down. If you want to speed up your movements, hold down the shift key on the keyboard and then click on the arrow. Notice how we're going so much faster to one side. If I click on another arrow, I'm going faster in this direction. The same thing applies for going forward or back by using either the up arrow or the back arrow on the keyboard. Additionally, if you hold down the wheel on your mouse and then gently move your mouse up, you'll start to slowly move up or slowly move down. You can also move from side to side just by holding the wheel down on your mouse.